Bro, why is this thing not going live?
Goddamn Jeopardy waiting music.
Right? Alright, we're good. Alright, guys. Welcome in to episode 30 of the Talking Chise podcast. Our co-host is not here with us today. He's out sick. Let's pray for the man and hope he gets better, dealing with the flu and whatnot. We're making history again. We're granting a wish from the Children's Grant a Wish Foundation. Our co-host today, filling in for Marshall, is Scurbs.
Hello.
And our guest today, boy, he has been taking this league by storm. It is no other than the Browns.
What up?
Matt?
Fucking that intro right up, but
Wow, man. Good job, Jake.
Hey,
Hell of an intro there.
we try.
way to set the tone for the pod.
I had to substitute for not having the music intro.
Dang.
So, how you doing, Matt?
Doing good. It's been nice getting back into things, playing. The stats took a bit of an impact from the little hiatus I took, but we've never really led the stats anyways. Just been developing the team just by consistently staying top 5.
Yeah, stomping on everybody's necks and stuff, right?
Yup.
All right, so let's just get into the first question. You've taken the league by storm this cycle. What has been working that has made you so dominant?
I really have no clue. Like, a big part of it's luck. The amount of 20-plus point comebacks I've had is just not right. I don't know what people are doing, but they just keep letting me back into the games, and that's helped out a lot. But my play style hasn't changed at all. I'm just doing the same thing I've been doing since I joined the league. I don't know if it's the mechanics, the way this game works this year, or what, but whatever it is that I've been sticking to the last couple of years, it's just working better than most years. I've only lost one game, and that was to you somehow. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I don't really have a good way of putting it. It's just all working.
I was going to say, Matt has always played this exact same since I've been here. But nobody can, like, stop it, or for whatever reason, he wins way more than he loses.
Yeah,
That dude plays the exact same.
yeah, it's kind of wild. I don't know how some people don't catch on to how you play.
I don't know. I've streamed a majority of my games, except I think I got it finally figured out tonight, so the stream should be back. But like I've streamed majority of my games. I was the first one to bring streaming in here, and I've played the exact same way. It's not like my playstyle has changed. Some people just aren't tuning in.
Either that or, I guess maybe I don't know.
I've even labbed with almost like half the league at this point in the last 5 years, so you'd think that some people would be able to catch on, but I mean, some of the people that I labbed with have left. Rest in peace, Stu. But
Dude,
Yeah,
RIP to the man.
yeah. I would say we miss you. Actually, we do miss you. Let me not lie.
NFC misses the competition, even if he was just a fringe playoff guy.
Yeah, I still don't know how just that one play that Mark did ticked him off to where he was just done.
It sent him over the edge.
It did, and it's kind of wild that it did
blew
that.
up.
Yeah.
You got to understand, though, this Madden, Mark's going to hate me for saying this, but this Madden seems worse than ever. You just got to take it at this point. Like, you just got to understand 4 or 5 different things are either going to go your way or go somebody else's way.
True.
And, just overcome it.
Yeah, I don't. It seems like the physics are one of the worst we've seen, and same with the clicking on issue that everyone deals with. But it seems like, in terms of the overall gameplay, it feels one of the best that they've put out in recent years outside of a couple of those issues. Are those issues
Yeah.
major? Absolutely. But
Mhm.
overall, it does feel like a step in the right direction in terms of the game.
Yeah, like the running and I don't know, it does feel a lot better. Like they stop, like it's easy to actually stop RPOs now. Like a
Right.
lot of it's really good, but some of that shit.
They just have some really, really bad bugs, like the click on bullshit.
Yeah, it's almost like because AJ acts like between the other 12 leagues that he's in, that those leagues they can jump just fine, but here they
Only
don't
thing I
jump.
think of that I didn't look in the settings is if like our league has like ball hawk turned off or turned on. I don't know how that works, but I know I've seen it as a setting, and it's supposed
Yeah,
to like help you pick off the ball or have the defense react.
yeah, I don't know.
I have
I know
no
a lot
clue.
of those
That is
other leagues out there
above
have
my pay grade.
they playing that like simulation and we playing competitive or vice versa, whatever it is.
I mean,
Oh,
I
Play
do we?
guess
style.
maybe
I don't
that
know.
could be
It's
it.
one
I
of
don't
the
know.
we play in something and then I think a lot of other
Yeah,
dudes do the other.
that could be it.
Um, so my second question is: do you see a possibility in trading J.J. McCarthy this offseason, or is he a lifer
Oh,
in
he's retiring
Cleveland?
Cleveland. That statue is already in the process of being built.
Right.
He is beyond sack. He's a true 99 overall. He has 3 upgrades that I can't even use on him because he's glitched out. Even though his scrambler is still at 96, it's not letting me spend the upgrade points.
It tells you your
Jeez.
bucket's full or whatever.
Yep, yep,
Yeah, that happened to me in Burrow last year.
yep. So he's 99 in everything except scramblers and 96. So he has 99 in most stats except throw power. I think it's like a 94 or something. But it's funny. I didn't even want JJ to begin with. I wanted Drake May, and then Phil took him. And now I'm
Hmm.
real happy that Phil took Drake and I landed with JJ.
Dude,
Yeah.
and like, so it was the craziest thing in the world because Matt never takes a quarterback early.
Not
Right.
really.
And I'm texting, like, G's right in front of me. Or no, G's right in front of Matt. And
Hmm.
I'm 2 picks after Matt. And in that round, I texted G, I was like, dude, look, please, like, who are you taking? He was like, dude, I'm taking JJ. I was like, so long story short, he finally was like, all right, I'm going to take Bo Nick so you can get JJ. And then Matt literally took him in the middle of me and G.
It screwed up y'all's whole entire
Screwed up the whole thing.
the whole thing there, huh?
I got Caleb now, though. I just sent a bag for him, but I'm good.
I say normally I go with like normally I go with like a 65
Yeah,
overall
Sam Howell.
Jacob Eason, Sam Howell type of quarterback. But I didn't want to deal with that rough of a QB to start with, and I really didn't see many young, low overall guys that I could develop or that I wanted to develop at least.
Right.
And so as soon as Drake got taken, I'm like, well, I have to take a quarterback now, and that's what sparked me to take JJ.
And the
I mean,
one person that doesn't need a quarterback took Drake May.
yeah,
Exactly.
right.
So blame Phil for that.
Yeah,
Shows.
honestly, fuck Phil, man.
Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't need Drake May at all. Not
Oh,
at
and
all.
he's
Like
ass with them.
yeah, he can't keep him healthy either. All right. Is there really anyone that is going to challenge this Browns team in the AFC, or are we just going to keep seeing the Browns in the Super Bowl?
I think there's definitely a competition in that aspect, but in terms of the conference championship, it's definitely going to be Browns in there almost every year. The only issue would be if we run into Devin or Mark earlier than that. Because Lane, I'm not worried about in the slightest. But Devin obviously is a tough battle. Him and he definitely has a winning record over me. It's close. Um, and then Mark's just been choking the bag away. So if he keeps that up, I'm in good shape. But if he locks in, then it'll be a battle for sure. So I think it's a three-headed monster between Cleveland, Pittsburgh, and Devin, wherever he's at Chargers.
Yeah. Yeah, the Chargers they're looking pretty good.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, shout out to the Texans for taking Hendon Hooker and making him a top quarterback.
Right. I mean,
Dude,
Darius
that's
has always
shocking. Have you seen
always been
his
an issue.
stats, too?
Like as far as what?
He just has good stats with Hendon Hooker. Like,
Yeah,
No, he does.
4,300 yards, 43 tutties.
Yeah. And then you
What's
got
crazy is Bo Nix is top
somehow.
3 in passing right now.
I was just ready to say somehow Sarge is top 3.
dude, because all he does is pass. He don't care.
I mean, all I do is pass, and I'm not top 3.
Yeah, I don't know.
Dude,
how
fucking
he's-
Rod jipped me out of all the awards the first 2 seasons.
Yeah.
I couldn't
look
win
at you.
anything or lead the category in anything.
You still got JJ to a 99. No,
Oh,
AR's
it's
not
easy as hell
even
to
a
develop a
99 yet.
quarterback.
because he's old, man.
Who? AR?
Probably regressing at this point.
He might
Yeah,
be.
some people.
Yeah, right?
Just so y'all regress in real life.
Yeah. I don't know about that. You know, I've been playing catch up my whole Madden career here. I started out playing I would not get out of 4-3 for anything. So, like, Rod or somebody would come out, 4 or 5 wide receivers, and I'm over here in 4-3 and just saying F it. And then wondering why I get beat. But now we're on, we've changed all that, so we're off to different things.
Oh yeah,
now. But
finally joined the ring club.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
We did do that. Okay, don't act like you gave it to me.
No.
We went into that game with a very basically just how I watched how yours and Rod's game went. I went into that game with the game plan that I thought was going to work, and obviously, it did. But it was still a tough battle.
Was Matt drunk that game, or was that a different game?
I don't think so. I think he was sober.
Was not drunk that game, unfortunately. Can't use that as an excuse.
Hey, nobody can. AJ out here getting drunk because his ex-wife pissing him off, and then he comes out here and plays me and beats me at 11 at night. And it is what it is. Apparently, drunk people have something that, they got my number, apparently.
Shit, I don't know. The drunk game that we played when they all got me fucked up and made me get on the game
I was
to play.
I was still worried about losing that game.
Dude, that game was so bad. I was sitting up and Boo Boo was there behind me trying to make sure I was still sitting upright.
Like Boo Boo had the damn sticks. Is what it looked like.
In some cases, yes, but not all.
He was telling me what play to run. I'm like, no, fuck that. And I throw a pick. I'm like, God damn it, shouldn't have run that play.
Oh shit.
So my fourth question is this team's identity more offensively or defensively?
It's weird. I've always been an offensive-minded player, and pass-heavy as anyone. I think I normally only average about 5 or 6 carries a game. But the way this team ended up getting built, the defense seems to be the strongest suit. And if you just look at the overalls, it's 95 defense to 87 offense. And we're second in both offense and defensive points. But it just feels like whatever it is with my defense this year, it just feels like it's suffocating the opponents to the point where the first half has been competitive, and they get to the second half and they're just demoralized, and it just turns into a blowout. It seems to be how most games have gone this cycle.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. It's like, obviously, if you can get a team and you can get up by a couple of possessions where it forces them to pass, hey, you can almost just say GG's at that point, because a lot of teams aren't coming back from a multi-score deficit and having to pass only.
Yeah. And I've never had a good run defense. Like, it's been average, but it's never been where it is now at 4th in the league at 75 yards against. I really don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just the way I developed these players. Like, Trayvon Walker, even though he doesn't have abilities, he has been balling out for me. I'd argue he's been playing better than Bosa.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy how they do that. So it's like, I think that's the first season, because we're in season 3 now. So the first season, I think Kayvon Thibodeau led the league in sacks, or he was up there. I know he was top 3. And then he got superstar. And then the next season, Nolan Smith led the league, and then he went to superstar from star. It's like, it's weird
all the abilities Jake has.
Yeah, all the ones that I've developed that I didn't have to trade for. You're right.
Hey, I haven't made a single trade this cycle.
That's crazy. I think Jake's made one, right?
I think I've made
he made one season 1.
No, I made one with Devin too.
Yeah.
I traded him.
I just think about the one season 1 because I was talking about it with Mark before the Super Bowl. I'm like, have we ever seen a Super Bowl matchup in season 1 where the teams combined for only one trade?
Yeah, it was wild. I think I've only made 2 or 3. Nothing's big though. They're all small trades.
I've made a couple of DMs about trades, but never seems to go anywhere.
Man, I just get worried that if I trade several different players for like one, I'm gonna F up my entire team, and then it's gonna be like, well, you can't undo that. So,
hey,
you don't want to tank your finances like Skirms.
My finances are good this year, and we've made a ton of trades.
Your finances are good because we're not owners.
No, I haven't. I've been shipping off people that need signed and trading for people that are already signed.
I've been signing people.
It's taken you a couple years to learn it, but I'm glad you got it.
We ain't the fastest, man. Hey, but we'll figure it out.
a marathon, not a sprint, right?
Yeah, and that's what I was talking about this morning in the chat. Like everybody builds their team different ways. Like
Oh yeah.
you and both of y'all, y'all kind of hold on to y'all's pieces and build them up. Like I'm more of a like, hey, I'm gonna get all defense and then trade it all away for offense and build a nice, somebody without having super young players. And then somebody like Monty, who has the youngest team by far and builds them up.
Yep.
It's cool to see. Like same thing. Mark has a stiff D, and then he his offense isn't the best, but he gets it done.
That off the stacked right now. His team is absolutely insane. It's probably the best team I've ever seen on paper.
Who's
Probably
Marks.
Mark's? Yeah, it's crazy.
The 95 overall squad in season 3.
And I guess just to just to add a couple more players to how you were talking about how they had developed their teams. You got Garrett loves to draft. You got Garrett just building his roster through the drafts.
Yeah.
Yep.
You got AJ. He likes to obviously only draft speed, nothing else.
And then trade.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Right.
I don't think he remembers. Like you could text him and be like, "Hey, AJ, we agreed on this trade," and he'd be like, "All right, yeah, I forgot."
So you're telling me he's got dementia?
Yeah.
No, he's in too many leagues. You don't
first
remember.
stages.
He's got dementia and he trades like he's on crack.
Right.
That's kind of wild.
It's gonna be crazy to see these rookies start trading next year.
Mm-hmm.
A
I
lot of
just
pants are gonna get dropped.
pray. Yep. Yeah.
You're saying yep as if you're not gonna be one of the beneficiaries.
No, I really can't because I brought like I brought like 4 or 5 of them in. So
I'll never live down that trade with Sarge for Jay Jettas.
Mm-hmm.
That was atrocious.
Hey man.
Actually, to be honest, he's done that to Sarge once all 3 years.
Oh yeah.
Nah, not true.
Kind of.
No, I think the only one that you could probably say that about is whenever I took Josh Jacobs from AJ and then immediately traded him.
So stupid.
Yeah, but how'd you end up with Warren? Or not? Warren.
Yeah, I had Warren at one point. I don't remember.
Because I don't think you traded very much to get him, is what I'm getting at.
I had Warren. Who all did I get from Sarge? Bates, JJ, and Warren.
Bro,
Yes.
it was like basically 3 firsts.
Yeah, and
It was something fair like that.
I know the
Fair?
first.
Yeah, that's a word.
Okay, the first season trade that you made, you just added in stuff after he got the okay to make the trade, but it wasn't as bad as the rest.
No, I think the only one, I don't know. He was desperate to get rid of JJ though.
I don't see why, but
I don't either. Dude has 23 touchdowns.
I mean,
He's down there
Fucking
somewhere.
idiot.
well, I mean, I guess in Lane did last year. Lane had JJ last year, right? And then he traded him for
Yeah.
like a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, he got, dude. Yeah, he got.
So it's
That
like
haul
a
was worth it
haul
for him
for-
though. It worked out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
No,
yeah.
it
I think
will.
he got Pat Mahomes for him or something like that. No, he
But-
had May the whole time.
Yeah, and he got a bunch of draft picks. That's I
Yeah.
think what it was, because he bolstered the whole entire defense with draft picks.
Yeah, he got like at least 3 or 4 traded players from that, if I remember right, in draft picks.
Yeah, so it's like
I just remember that trade like overhauled his team completely.
Oh yeah.
He still lost the division, man.
Yeah, he loses every year in the playoffs. It's nothing new.
Yeah.
So my last question is, so Matt, who do you see representing the NFC in the Super Bowl this season?
Shit. Who's it gonna be this year? It's gonna be between. Want to guess it? Jake and Monty.
Probably.
Skirms has a chance, but like
I'm
the
locked
way
in
he
this year.
plays, the way he plays in the playoffs, it doesn't work. He doesn't lock in.
Yeah, hopefully he learns.
I'm locking in this year. I learned last year.
Hopefully he learned from
Literally
that playoff game last
handed
year.
it to Jake last year.
You're not lying. I was surprised.
Like that's what separates people in the Chise is that they can be regular season heroes like Skirms, like Lane.
Yeah,
They'll
Yeah,
have
me
these
and
good
Lane.
regular seasons, and then they get
Yeah.
into the playoffs and they just can't change that mentality and lock in.
It's either that
Dude,
or
it really is a process, though. Like, you got to think about it. Well, maybe not you, but I feel like Jake's kind of the same way. Like, he started with making the playoffs, and then he started with winning first and second rounds, and then he started going to the championship, and then he went to the bowl in the 2 years, and then he won.
finally.
Yeah. I mean, I've had a whole process. Like, I won the ring my very first year I came in here. And then I didn't make a Super Bowl, or I didn't win another ring for literally 5 real-life years. I mean, I don't have a good record in the Super Bowl. I've made probably 6, I think. And I've won 2.
Who's
But-
got a worse record? Noah would always either lose there or lose in the championship.
That or
That
Right.
man.
the other thing that Noah was bad about was like, so there was one season where I think he was the Browns. I don't remember.
Yeah,
which
he was,
Madden.
because he tore that team apart.
He won the Super Bowl with Jared Goff and then completely traded like a lot of people. And
Oh, yeah, I was in his DMs pissed off. I'm like, can you stop doing this to the Browns, please?
Yeah, right. Yeah, he had won a Super Bowl with Jared Goff and then traded him for Franks, I believe who it was.
Yeah.
Dude, I think, yeah.
It was, and then it was
And then he
downhill from
dipped
there.
soon after.
Yes.
He didn't finish out the cycle. He's like Monty. He never finishes out a cycle.
Yeah,
Now he's in Navy boy.
yeah. Off to, I guess, bigger and better things, I suppose. Well, Scarves, do you have any questions?
Nah, not really.
Okay.
So you keep pretty much locked in with JJ and the rest of your crew over there? Or are you thinking about after this year making a few trades and kind of getting into that?
I'll never really be able to get into trades. Like I say, I want to, and I explore talks. But then as soon as someone says a price, I'm like, yeah, never mind, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
It's just,
Same exact way.
I can never find it beneficial for me to make a trade.
I feel like it's going to be harder for you because nobody wants to send you any
Yeah.
good talent, and if they do, they want to make sure your team is not as good as it was.
I have literally received a message in a trade talk being like, I can't send him to you because the league will be in the uproar. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I'm overpaying and you can't send this? Are you serious?
I mean, look at
I've also received some bad trade offers from Matt. Also.
Oh, I mean, you and I, our DMs haven't been serious in years in terms
Yeah.
of trades. Like, come on now.
If y'all want to look at it that way, I mean, just look at all these people that just give money players.
Well,
Yeah.
because he smooth talks
But he-
them. I don't care
yeah.
to do that in trade talks.
Yeah, that's true.
If someone
You
says
got-
that
I'll
shit to me,
send
I'm
like a
well,
very
all right.
fair trade to Monty, and then he'll make another trade to somebody else. I'm just like, how?
right? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how he sells people on certain players.
I won't say the full deal, but season 1, I offered Monty Bosa for Worthy. And there was more in the deal, but that was the headline. When
Yeah.
Worthy was still, like, undeveloped.
Mhm.
And dude said, no, I need more. I'm like, yep, I'm out of here.
Yeah,
But then he'll go trade Worthy for 3 first to somebody like AJ or somebody.
Yeah.
Well, the craziest thing that Monty does too, I've noticed in some years, is like this. Was it the first draft or the second draft? The second draft was a real draft class, right? Yeah. So it was the first one. He took all the corners, and then
Yeah, he
he makes
did.
and then he makes you way overpay for them because you need corners.
Right. I've thought about it, but, like, I can't work that trades like that. It just isn't fun for me.
Right?
And to each their own. Like, that's what some people do. Like, Skirms trades 24/7. And I haven't made a trade yet this cycle. And that's the beauty of the Chise, that you can
Right.
have success no matter what way you build your team, as long as you're not Sarge.
Yeah.
Yeah, my whole team every year is gonna be. I'm a draft because I suck at drafting. Like, dude, I have Boobs and Sarge's first, and I'm scared to death because I know they're both gonna be a bust. I just suck at drafting.
No, when they're high, you can pretty much tell if they're gonna be good.
I don't know. I'm
And
pretty
majority
bad
of
at
the time, most of the time, you're just not paying attention. Then basically, it's all it is.
it. Well, I guess so. But
Yeah. I mean, that's it. There's no
Yeah.
way you can have 2 top 10, top 15 picks, and then you're really worrying about them being a bust.
I didn't scout at all this fast draft. I just went and found any Clemson guy and took them.
I'm not gonna
If
lie.
they
I
were
haven't,
shit, they were shit.
I haven't done any serious scouting. I've just looked at combine.
I haven't scouted in
Scores.
probably 4 Maddens.
Yeah, I honestly don't really know how to scout.
Yeah, I honestly don't know either. Even when in my offline, I just set scouting to auto.
Yep, same. I don't ever mess with any of that.
I no clue how. It was crazy. My first season in the Chise, I made so many trades. I reached the cap on the amount of draft picks you can have.
I've done that before on the
I've-
offline,
Yep.
trying to do a rookie draft.
I didn't
get all the
realize that
rookies.
there was a cap until I was just making trades. I'm like, because whoever had the team before me just loved veteran players, and I was so sick of it, and so I just traded everybody for picks, and I still somehow won a ring that year
Yeah, I think
with Noodle on Breeze.
it caps out at 24 picks.
That was like 26, 27. But either way, like I capped out, and I don't think I've made the same amount of trades since then cumulatively than I did that first season.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
I've probably made 10 trades total in the last 4 Maddens.
Damn.
That's just a
I
week
the first
experience.
year that I got in here, you were trading when me, you, and Monty were in a division.
Yeah, like I have made trades. There's no way I made more than like 3 that year.
Yeah. I don't know. Y'all took advantage of me, man.
Took
Yeah, that-
advantage.
One day you'll get a lawsuit for it.
What do you mean? We raised you to be better.
Yeah,
look-
that's
look-
facts.
Look at you now. I mean,
Like without that division, who knows where you would have been?
you still can't beat money somehow, but you know.
No, I beat Monty. I've beaten Monty 2 times.
Yeah.
I haven't
Well,
ever
no,
beat
just-
either of y'all.
Yeah. But I'm asked, so I don't know what to tell
Dude,
you.
the first game I ever played in the Chise was against Monty, and I beat Monty, and everybody was like freaking
Yeah.
out. And then I don't think I won a single game after that.
No, you got your shit rocked. It made no sense. Came in hot as hell, beat Monty, and then just shit the bed.
Right? Yeah. I mean, that's wild. Well, towards the end of it, we generally ask the guests if they have any questions for either of us. So, do you have any questions, Matt?
Ooh. Man, I haven't tuned into a pot in a while. Man, when you have inevitably face skirms this playoffs, how do you think the game's gonna go this season? If he's gonna actually lock in or not?
Well, if it's gonna go anything like last playoff game, surely he doesn't fumble it this time, right? Can't.
Man, we always have great games.
We
but
do.
I always
We
fumble
really
this.
do. But you can't let that happen twice.
No, I would probably uninstall.
The crazy thing is, I didn't even. What am I looking for? The word. I didn't play the run at all in those last
No.
four downs. I just played defense.
And I was, yep.
I was
and
like-
you outsmarted me.
I was like, "There's no way Skirms is literally about to pass this all 4 times."
You outsmarted me.
I mean,
I was thinking like, okay, he's playing the run. Like, let's just get 1 first down here. Now Caleb sold hard. I have the clip of it,
I
like
will- yeah.
You
unpressured.
saw the clip?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
yeah, that part I got bailed out there because had you completed that, obviously that's a touchdown. But
But
that's the price you pay on it too.
yeah, it'll get. I mean, I don't know. I'm not worried about Monty. It's gonna be Jake for me.
Yeah.
But I don't
Yeah,
know.
but that's
You
the
got
first
some
time I've ever
comp
heard
over there
someone say
this
that.
year. Oh, Monty,
yeah.
nah.
Devin's gonna be a challenge. I haven't seen Devin play it this year, so I don't know if he
He's just the same.
has any
like,
new schemes this Madden, but
Nah, he plays smart and doesn't fuck up.
I see a lot of 4 verticals. I can tell you that.
oh,
He does
great.
be running them 4 verts.
There are a lot of those.
That's good to know. You
Right.
get that in your notepad, Jake?
I don't have a notepad, dog. It's all in the memory bank.
And then heading into next cycle, who would you guys want to be in your divisions?
Ooh,
Oh
man.
let me go first. I can tell you exactly who I want in my division.
Oh boy.
Let me look at all these. Let's see. I want Jay Wiley in my division. I'll take.
Oh, you're going for XP games.
I'll take Sarge and shit. Just throw me somebody else.
Man, you
Take
that
Marshall.
scared?
No,
You
I'm
that
not
scared of this comp?
Hell no. I was the only person.
Dude, I
that
think
got,
that's
I was the only person that got in your division when we had that NCAA Chise, because everybody else ran away from it. So we can't put that. I'm scared.
Then you left.
I've played like 2 games. I played the
I
game
can't get down.
before y'all. Before I would have played you. But
What about you, Skirms?
Dude, I like having a tough one, tough division.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind somebody like, I don't know, give me 2 hard, you know, you and Devin, and then or somebody like Lane and G. I don't know. I just don't want to be in there. Like my division this year's just not like it's cool and everything. Like XP's cool.
Yeah.
But then I get to these tough games, like I'm about to have a 4-game stretch of fucking. I got literally Jake, I got both of y'all, and I have who else? I have somebody else that's tough. Texans.
wow.
Yeah.
And I have
Yes.
Rambo this week, so
Hmm.
it's
I've
like
never
my
seen
whole
Rambo
season.
play. I've seen his record, but is he like actually any good, or is he just getting lucky?
Who?
Rambo.
I don't know.
I've never
He
seen a
beat
game of his.
Devin,
He lost to Unk though.
and then he lost.
No, he
to
didn't.
Alright.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He didn't
Well-
lose to Unk. Sorry.
No, that was Phil.
Yeah. Rambo lost to somebody else. They threw 7 interceptions. Maybe it was. Oh, it was
Jesus.
the Washington guy, Commanders. That's
Yeah,
who it was.
Josh. See, Josh is in my division. I
Hey,
lost to him
he's-
the first time, and then Jake told me who he was. I was like, oh yeah, I ain't losing to this guy again.
I mean, yeah, he's not bad. He's pretty solid.
No, he's not bad.
So
That's all I got.
I think
Yeah.
if you could have it, the divisions kind of balanced to where you have. I guess you could take like mine and Rambo's, I guess, in a sense, because we're, both of us are going to make playoffs each and every year.
Yeah.
And then you got division. Then you have some like Marshall, AJ, Timothy, and Horace, where they're all it's a give or take each season on who's making playoffs
Right.
out of there. And sometimes there's 1 and sometimes there's 2 from that one that make playoffs.
Right. Like last year, my division bored the hell out of me, because it was Kyle.
Yeah.
Who was the other 2? Chris.
Zoe and Chris.
Zoe and Chris. Yeah. Like,
Oh,
dude,
man.
what? And I was the first one to choose my team, so like I didn't even choose the division. I
Right.
just chose the Browns. I was the first pick in the division, I think. Or no, Kyle had the Steelers, so I knew Kyle was going to be in there.
Mm-hmm.
But I was going to take the Browns either way, because I finally had a chance to get them.
Yeah.
And having a XP division like that is just like great for team building, but it gets so boring. Because that's 6 games a year, you're just checked out.
Yeah.
To where at least like this cycle, having Mark in the division, knowing that I have 2 hell games guaranteed on the schedule, is nice. And then having Zoe, so I get 2 XP games, is a good balance.
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't mind adding like a Lan or a G, a guy who is not a guaranteed playoff guy, but damn near a playoff guy every year.
Right. Yeah.
I think G's coming along, man. Like he's
He's
finding
been
his
consistent.
passing game.
Yeah. I've told him if he could develop a passing game to go with his run game, he could definitely be like a regular playoff person.
Right.
Team. I mean, it's
think-
there, but you just got to be able to put it all together. I used to suck at passing. I'm not gonna lie. I was like a normal, like I could run pretty good. Now it's kind of flip flop. Now I'm ass at running, and because I run into my own guys and retarded shit. So I don't know, but we've picked up the passing a little bit to where we can actually read defenses now. And we're not out there looking like Ray Charles just throwing out passes. But
It's like my schedule this season has just been so boring. The only competition I've played is Mark twice.
it stops there exactly.
Phil had a game against Phil,
Fuck Phil.
a game against Texans, and then Skirms.
Yeah, that's a pretty good mixture though.
I've had Lane, but that one just was a fair sim. We didn't get to play it. And then I play Ryan in 2 weeks.
I still think it's crazy. You've only lost 1 game in 3 seasons.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean,
Yeah, I have no clue.
I was looking at that the other day. Like I was looking
So
at,
much luck has gone into it with the people who just keep choking games away.
yeah, people need to stand up.
I swear to God, Rod choked that game to try and get me booted. I swear to God.
No, he choked it because he couldn't stop passing the ball. He was like a crack addict out there throwing the ball around, and then it's like, oh shit. Then he wants to get mad, and then I know
He
for
got
a
so
fact,
pissed.
me and Monty were playing one game, and I literally kept playing the same defense against Monty, and Rodney's like, I wish somebody would keep playing the same defense versus me. Well, apparently Lane did, and you got pissed and left.
Yep.
So, I mean, you know.
Yeah. Curious to see his status for next cycle, if he gets another redemption or not.
I don't know.
Who?
Rod or
This-
Stu.
I mean, Rodney's left 2 Maddens in a row now, so
Yep.
that
It's not like he ain't got a history of shit going on.
right. He's 0-2 versus Madden the last 2 Maddens.
Man's whooping his ass.
It
He
is.
built a hell of a squad though.
He does. He can do that, but it's like when he loses to somebody he does not think he should lose to, it literally throws him over the edge.
Which is anybody. He thinks he's king.
Well, yeah, anybody, and it's definitely been, like last Madden it was me. Then he accused
Right.
me of chewing clock, so I had to pull out the notebook for that one and go back and bring out the facts.
I'll never forget that game against Phil where the motherfucker kickoff he started chewing clock against me.
Right? Yeah, we're not going to talk about Phil with that chew clock bullshit.
He did
And
it
then
to
you had-
Jake too.
He did.
Then you got Boo Boo in my LinkedIn messaging me.
Dude, I was on the golf course and Boo Boo called me. He's like, "You gotta get in chat right now. Matt just
That shit
got
was so
pissed and
bad.
left." It's
It
like,
was so bad.
But,
Still just had my number.
I guess I'll send us out here, boys. Thank everybody for
Yep.
joining us for episode 30. We will catch y'all in episode 31. Catch y'all
all right,
later.
boys, see ya.
See ya.
See y'all.